tell us about your burn. I mean, I think anybody that's listening, if you haven't looked at Bethany's Burn Bootcamp Layton's Instagram, I would suggest you check it out because it'll give you a good feeling of what's going on there. But can you describe what you've built, the community that you have there, everything that you possibly can put into words, I guess you'd say, about your gym?
So, like I said, I wanted to open the gym to help other women. So ultimately, my personal mission is to empower women to do something they otherwise would not be able to do. I really get joy from facilitating other people to do something that they otherwise would not have done had I not encouraged them to do it or given them a pathway to do it. So I really hang on to that in all of our decisions. With the gym, at the core, that's who we are. My audience and my clientele are women who are living a very similar life as myself. Women who have had children, women who need that support system, who have made friends at the gym. And that is what our central focus is to really embody that culture and encourage that culture among everybody who walks in the door.
Yeah. And your gym does quite well. And, now taking it into the social media aspect, because I think you just do a brilliant job of social media. Can you kind of walk us through like what is your Instagram strategy like for your location? Like how do you approach creating content? How do you approach your overall strategy? And I'm also doing this from the perspective, like how can somebody that's listening pull some things away from this that because personally, I think what you do dramatically impacts the performance of what we do, advertising, getting people in the door, people becoming leads and everything like that. So can you just kind of give us what is your general strategy if you could find a way to put that into words?
Yeah, I definitely see a direct correlation in my social media engagement and my leads, which I've shared with you before. I can tell when I'm going to have a slow week with leads when I can already see my social media lacking. But I like to think of my content from an audience perspective. I like to ask the question when I'm creating content, who is this content for? It's going to be for typically one of three people. My current member, someone who's already there that I want to engage, an interested person who knows what Burn Bootcamp is but has not come in yet, or maybe has come in but is not a member yet, or someone who has no clue what Burn Bootcamp is. So first I have to define who I'm targeting in the messaging. Which one of those people is it going to be? Regardless, that person is going to be a similar person in the sense of my target clientele. Most likely a mom with young kids, or a mom who has had young kids in the past or is gonna have it's going to be that same type of person, generally speaking. And then from there, I like to then ask the question, what is my goal to achieve next? Am I providing entertainment? Should this be funny? That's going to be my engaging factor. And that's typically going to be towards someone who's already a member. Am I providing education? And that's going to be threefold of all three audiences, where if it's already a member, sometimes we'll do like a trainer tip or something that a member needs to know that's already in the gym, or educating them on what we do, or something that is going to kind of trigger their brain to say, I need that. They're educated on why we do what we do. Or am I explaining our product or service? So 3 different audiences and then 3 different messages, and then pair them together. I like to ask, like, who do I want from the lens? Is this person sitting on their couch? What are they looking at? Does it look like, from the entertainment perspective, we're having fun? Is it worth getting up? Are they going to get up and go to the gym and it be miserable? Or are they going to get up and go to the gym and say, this was a good time? It creates a little bit of FOMO. And then the education piece of, I want this person to know why they should come to this gym, why it's important that they choose this gym, not only over another gym, but just that they choose to leave their house and go to a gym. And then what we do, what sets us apart, what makes us different, which I truly think for us, for me, I think part of it comes easy because I'm talking to myself. I can look at my needs. What did I need when I was in that position? What do I need right now? What am I going to need 5 years from now? And I can answer that question and then show people what the answer is.
How do you figure out how to, divide up like all of that content? Like, how often should you be doing stuff that speaks towards your members, speaks towards, potential prospects? Like, how do you figure out that split?
Honestly, just a little natural, organic, what comes to me. Sometimes it is a
Mm-hmm.
lot easier. My mind just goes to it's easier to show who we are and what we're doing. I really enjoy using our members, and our members hop on board with it. They have fun with it. I will ask them to say something and do a voiceover for me or something like that. I also try, it's kind of a balance of I try not to worry about timing too much, but I also have found with my engagement, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I get the highest engagement. Thursday and Friday, people drop off a little bit. Saturday, crickets. Sunday, we have a standard post that we post with our protocol, so I don't worry about Sunday content usually. And the way we've divided it with the team is we call them burn ambassadors, but they're the people who work at the front desk. My VAs do all my stories, and I do all of the grid posts. So all of the reels, anything that's going to stay on the. And then I have a couple people that are approved to do grid posts as well. Otherwise, they come to me
Approved.
or they can send them. Yes, approved. Yes. Um, I also I think quality your social media. So we at Burn Boot Camp we have something called the blue carpet checklist, and this is how we want to the experience we want to give a client. And we frequently say from the second they open their car door to the second they close their car door to leave again. What I have for my own perspective and for my team is it's not from the second they open their car door, it's from the second they open our social media. That is our first impression.